Archangel Michael says, I saw your future and couldn't stop crying. I wasn't allowed to tell you until now. You have 16 seconds left. Open this quickly on November 14th before it's too late. My beloved child, listen closely, and don't rush this moment. What you're stepping into right now isn't ordinary. It's that rare second in life when heaven leans in a little closer. Archangel Michael says those 16 seconds have already begun ticking, and the shift around you is happening faster than you can physically see. That heaviness you felt earlier, that strange pull toward this message, that wasn't fear, that was your spirit stepping into alignment, like a door unlocking from the inside. Stay with me, because even the next breath you take carries meaning. If you feel a small chill, or notice the room get quieter than usual, that's your sign the doorway between heaven and your future is open. Archangel Michael says he wasn't allowed to speak before, but today the rules changed. The truth you've needed is finally allowed to reach you. He says someone once tried to dim the light written over your life, but they never had the power to erase it. What was delayed is now being restored. You cried in silence thinking no one heard, yet he stood behind you that night, wishing he could tell you that your story wasn't ending, it was being rewritten. Now he can finally reveal what he saw. Your next chapter won't start with noise or chaos, it begins quietly, like the moment your phone lights up with a message that changes everything, or when something inside you suddenly feels lighter. That's heaven tapping your shoulder, letting you know that your path is opening wider than before. A call, a message, a sudden invite, one of these will be the first ripple of the miracle coming your way. Archangel Michael says his tears weren't from sadness, they came from the overwhelming beauty of what's approaching your life. Abundance that feels natural, peace that finally stays, and even a reunion you may have lost hope in. Indiana. The number 16 isn't random, it's a countdown written into your destiny, marking the moment your timeline shifts from waiting to receiving. Don't move away from this moment, your future isn't shattered, it's being coated in a new kind of light, the kind that comes after storms you barely survived. You've walked through battles that drained you, but they shaped you into someone who could carry what's coming next. Every closed door, every disappointment, even the people who walked away, all of it was preparation. If you suddenly feel warmth rising through your chest, or a strange calm settling in, don't ignore it. That's Archangel Michael taking command over the storms that tried to break you. He says he cried because what he saw was your resurrection, a season where every hurtful thing that once held power over you bends to your strength. Your name is being remembered in places you've never seen. Someone who forgot you will soon remember you deeply. A message left unsent will finally reach the right eyes, jobs, relationships, opportunities. Heaven is stitching the pieces back together in ways you wouldn't even think to ask for. Stay here, you're standing between your old story and the version of you that's about to rise. That whisper telling you to hold on just a little longer, that's not a random thought, that's destiny tapping the glass from the other side. Archangel Michael says your miracle isn't on the way, it's already in motion, breathing around you, reshaping the days ahead. When peace suddenly walks into your life, when things start feeling easier, when timing becomes strangely perfect, that's your sign that heaven has moved in your favor. The silence you feel isn't empty, it's the room being cleared for blessings to land without interference. A door you closed long ago is about to open again, but this time it opens for you, not against you. People who doubted you will watch you rise, opportunities you thought were gone will return with more strength than before. Archangel Michael says the tears he shed were tears of relief, because he saw the exact moment your soul steps out of every old chain. Everything that left you wasn't rejection, it was redirection towards something more steady, more honest, more aligned with who you are becoming. Tomorrow pay attention to how the world feels, the sky, the air, the tiny details. They'll feel different because something inside you has shifted. You're not stepping into survival anymore, you're stepping into promise. You're stepping into the season heaven tried to prepare you for through every delay. Stay with this truth as it settles into you. What's coming isn't small, it's not ordinary, and it's not fragile. It's something that carries your name in bright unmistakable light, something that finally matches the weight of all the prayers you whispered when nobody was watching. Your chapter isn't ending, it's just beginning in a way you never saw coming. My beloved child, listen closely, the heavens didn't just watch your tears, they counted them, stored them, and turned each one into a seed of miracles now breaking open. That's why you feel this strange calm settling inside you, like a soft glow warming your chest from the inside out. That's heaven touching your timeline, shifting the ground beneath your feet, so your destiny can rise without interruption. Stay right here, don't look away. This is the moment the universe leans closer to whisper truth into your spirit. Archangel Michael says the weight you carried wasn't a punishment, it was preparation. He watched you hold yourself together on nights when the world felt too heavy, when you whispered prayers no one else heard. And every time you refused to give up, another layer of divine power wrapped itself around your future. You're stepping into that future now. You may not see the shift yet, but you'll feel it, in the sudden ease where struggle used to live, in the unexpected kindness from strangers, in opportunities arriving like they were waiting for your signal. That's not random, that's your soul entering a higher frequency, that matches everything you once thought was out of reach. Don't move, let this truth settle like morning light on still water. Archangel Michael says your breakthrough didn't start today, it started the moment you decided to keep going. Heaven saw the quiet strength you carried when no one was watching, and now that strength is returning to you multiplied, like echoes returning as thunder. Stay till the end, because your spirit is receiving instructions right now, codes, signs, alignments unfolding in silence. You'll notice your intuition sharpening, your sleep feeling deeper, your mind becoming clearer. That's heaven uncluttering your path, removing what once drained you, so you can rise without resistance. My child, your name is becoming a vibration of victory. Archangel Michael is standing beside you, his wings casting light over the shadows that once chased you. He whispers, what is coming will make sense of everything you survived. Even the heartbreak that felt unbearable will soon reveal the doorway it was protecting. Nothing was wasted, every delay was divine redirection. So stay with me, don't scroll, not yet. Because right now heaven is completing a circle around your destiny, you might feel tingles, warmth, or a pull in your chest, that's your spirit expanding into the future meant for you. The universe is adjusting itself like a constellation aligning to spell your name in light, you're becoming magnetic to every blessing that belongs to you. People will begin to say you're glowing even if you don't see it, you'll walk into places and feel the atmosphere shift, you'll meet someone who feels like the missing piece, you'll receive a message that feels like destiny knocking softly at your door. Everything that left your life is making space for what is arriving now, bigger, brighter, better. Archangel Michael says he didn't tell you earlier because the miracle needed the right soil, the right heart, the right version of you. And now that you've stepped into your strength, heaven is flooding your path with abundance, blessings will meet you where you stand, doors will open without you touching them, peace will become your new language. Don't skip this last moment, this is where the shift becomes real. Your next chapter isn't just improvement, it's transformation, the kind that makes your past self proud, and your future self unstoppable. You're stepping into rooms designed for your brilliance, you're attracting people who see your worth, you're becoming the person heaven envisioned before you ever took your first breath. Stay with me till the end, a new rhythm is forming around your spirit, steady, golden, divine. The old version of you has finished its journey, and the new you is rising with wings you didn't know you grew. Archangel Michael says, you made it, you crossed the line that nearly broke you. And now every second ahead is drenched in favor. But listen closely, because he isn't finished speaking. He says the glow you feel building inside you isn't temporary, it's the first wave of your restoration. The season you're entering will replace every loss with something precise, something meant, something shaped exactly for your spirit. People you never expected will support you, conversations will open doors you didn't even knock on, even your silence will work for you. You'll notice small signs, first a thought that feels guided, a sudden spark of clarity, a moment where everything clicks. That's heaven synchronizing your path, that's the universe reaching out to adjust your steps so you walk into blessings without fear. The places where you once felt invisible will now become the places you shine the brightest, the dreams you buried because life got too heavy will return stronger, clearer, and more achievable than ever before. You won't just rise, you will rise without falling back. Archangel Michael says your story will inspire people who haven't even met you yet. Your survival is becoming someone else's hope, and heaven is proud of the way you held on when letting go seemed easier. So breathe, stay with me. The energy around you is shifting like dawn breaking through, slow, but unstoppable. You're stepping into days where you'll wake up with purpose, not confusion, nights where you'll sleep in peace, not anxiety, moments where you'll feel guided, not lost. Your miracle isn't far, it's circling you, it's choosing you, it's already on its way toward your hands. And Archangel Michael whispers one final truth. You are ready now, and what's coming is ready for you. My beloved child, you're not walking as a survivor anymore, you're walking as the chosen one, rising into the promise written for you long before the world ever tried to dim your light. Archangel Michael is watching closely, his wings forming a shield around your steps, guiding you into a chapter where nothing and no one can stop what's coming. The heaviness that once clung to your spirit like a shadow is finally breaking off piece by piece, as the new energy wraps around you like warm sunlight after a long storm. Stay right here, don't rush this moment, let it sink into your heart like truth you always knew but finally remember. Because Archangel Michael says, you are stepping into abundance that recognizes your name, the doors opening now were meant for you since the beginning, every setback you faced was secretly pushing you closer to this exact second, this exact alignment, this exact awakening. You've been walking through seasons that felt endless, silent nights, unanswered prayers, moments where you questioned your own strength. But heaven never questioned it, Heaven saw every small step you took even when your legs trembled. Heaven saw you choosing kindness when pain wanted to harden your heart. Heaven saw you hold on to hope when everything looked impossible. And now every one of those moments has turned into fuel for your rise. Don't move, don't scroll. This part is important. The energy around you is shifting like the first breeze before rain, soft but undeniable. You may feel a tingle in your hands, a warmth in your spine, or a strange calm in your chest. That's your soul adjusting to a higher frequency, the one you were always meant to live in. You might even feel as if someone is standing behind you, watching over you. That's Archangel Michael making sure nothing interferes with what's unfolding. Stay with me, the next lines carry your confirmation. Archangel Michael says the reason everything felt delayed was because heaven needed your heart to be strong enough to hold what's coming. Blessings as big as the ones heading your way require a foundation built from courage, patience, and faith, and you built all three in silence. That's why your season of waiting wasn't wasted time, it was sacred preparation. Now your blessings are no longer circling, they are landing. In the coming days expect moments so perfectly timed they will leave you speechless, a message you thought would never come, an opportunity that suddenly reappears, a person whose presence feels divinely placed. All of it is heaven aligning your next chapter. The things that once slipped through your hands are now returning in a form even better than what you prayed for. Stay, don't blink. You're stepping into encounters that will shift your destiny, conversations that feel guided, invitations that feel like they've been waiting for your yes. Even the air around you will feel lighter, as if your spirit can finally breathe after holding itself tight for too long. That's the miracle touching your reality. Archangel Michael whispers, the light around you is no accident. It's recognition, heaven knows your name, your energy is becoming magnetic, drawing opportunities, love, clarity, and abundance toward you, without you having to chase or beg. This time everything you receive will feel natural, peaceful, effortless, because it's aligned with who you truly are. Don't scroll, this next part is your release. Every fear that held you back is losing its power, every voice that doubted you is fading into the background, every insecurity that whispered lies is dissolving under the weight of divine truth. You're stepping into a version of yourself that isn't shaped by pain anymore, but by purpose. And once you step through this threshold, nothing from your past will be able to follow you. Stay till the end. Archangel Michael says the universe is rearranging itself for your rise, threads you couldn't see are weaving in your favor, paths you didn't know existed are opening quietly, people meant to bless your journey are being nudged toward you, even your dreams will start carrying messages guiding, comforting, confirming that your miracle is not far, not hidden, not waiting. It is here. Something huge is waiting just on the other side of this moment, bigger than the losses you survived, stronger than the fear you carried, more beautiful than the prayers you whispered at 3 a.m. when your heart felt too tired to keep going. Heaven is not giving you a small blessing, it's giving you restoration, complete, overflowing, undeniable. Stay with me a little longer. Your next chapter won't be written in pain, it will be written in gold. You will walk into rooms that feel like they were built with you in mind, you will meet people whose presence feels like home, you will receive messages that open new paths, you will see signs so clear that you'll realize heaven wasn't silent, it was preparing. Archangel Michael stands with you now, lifting your spirit into light so powerful that even your past can't recognize you anymore. The shift has already begun, and nothing will ever be the same. My beloved child, stay exactly where you are, because what unfolds next is not just a message, it is the unveiling of a reality already prepared for you. Archangel Michael says, the completion you're sensing is heaven's signature. The breakthrough isn't approaching, it has already crossed into your timeline. You may feel a softness in your spirit, a strange calm rising like warm light in your chest. That's not imagination, that is divine confirmation settling into your life like a long-awaited sunrise. You've stepped into the part of your story where answers no longer hide, where the universe bends in your favor without resistance. In this moment even the air around you is shifting, carrying the energy of promises fulfilled. Don't scroll, let these words reach the quietest corners of your soul. Archangel Michael says, the things you feared would never change have already rewritten themselves in the unseen. There were seasons where you begged for clarity and received silence instead, but even that silence was holy, a sacred space where your spirit grew wings. And now those wings are strong enough to carry you into the life you were meant to live. You're no longer walking with the weight of old wounds, you're walking with the wisdom they gave you. That wisdom is the reason heaven accelerated your timeline, the moment you were ready, not the moment you were perfect. Stay till the end, what's unfolding around you has a divine rhythm. People who belong in your future are being guided toward you with indescribable accuracy. Conversations you never expected will appear at the exact right second, a message, a call, a sudden invitation. These will not be random. They will be the physical signs of your spiritual shift. The universe has opened your path like a gate unlocking after years of being rusted shut, and when it opens it doesn't open halfway, it opens wide enough for every blessing, every opportunity, every divine connection meant for you. Archangel Michael watches you now with a kind of pride that only angels can feel. He says, your spirit has survived seasons that would have broken even the strongest souls. You carried burdens silently that others couldn't have lifted even with help. You smiled while your heart trembled. You moved forward when everything tried to push you back. Heaven saw all of it. Nothing was overlooked, nothing forgotten. And that is why this moment, this exact moment has become your turning point. The spiritual weight you held for years has been lifted without you noticing. You're lighter now, brighter now, stronger in ways you've only begun to recognize. Don't skip this part, because right now the universe is positioning opportunities like puzzle pieces falling into place. A financial shift, a relationship aligned with your soul, a door that once rejected you, all are being recalibrated to meet you where you stand today. You won't need to chase or beg or force anything. What is meant for you will arrive with ease, wrapped in peace instead of pressure. And when it arrives you'll understand why nothing before worked, not because you were unworthy, but because heaven was preparing something far greater than you imagined. Stay here, my beloved child, Archangel Michael says, your name is being spoken with honor in realms you cannot see. Someone is thinking of you right now in a way that will open a path. Someone is remembering you, appreciating you, recognizing the glow you carry. Something you lost is circling back, but this time transformed, refined, aligned with your highest good. Nothing is returning in its old form, everything is returning elevated, multiplied, strengthened. That is the signature of divine restoration. It never gives you back what you lost, it gives you back more. You're entering a season where peace becomes your default state, not your occasional visitor. A season where the things that once triggered you no longer touch your spirit, where your intuition sharpens, where blessings arrive before anxiety can whisper, where the right people find you without effort because your energy speaks before you do. Archangel Michael says, this glow around your life is permanent now, not temporary, not fragile, permanent. Don't move, take another breath. Something sacred is settling into your path, the universe is aligning your environment in ways you'll begin to notice, random chills, repeating numbers, dreams that feel like guidance instead of chaos, sudden motivation after days of feeling drained. These are not coincidences, these are the signals of your new spiritual frequency, a frequency that attracts abundance, love, clarity, and stability like a magnet that finally found its power. Stay till the end. Archangel Michael stands behind you with wings open wide, creating a shield so strong that nothing meant to harm you can even approach. He says, the hardships you endured were not for suffering, they were for shaping. And now that shaping has turned you into someone unstoppable, someone whose presence alone shifts rooms, whose spirit speaks even in silence, whose destiny has already been stamped with divine approval. So breathe softly, my beloved child, look forward with new eyes, walk with a heart unburdened. Because from this moment your story has stepped into its miracle chapter, the chapter where life finally mirrors the light you've carried all along. My beloved child, don't move, the moment you're standing in right now isn't ordinary, it's sacred, timed and divinely calculated. The energy around you is shifting like the quiet moment right before dawn breaks, the moment where darkness starts surrendering because it knows light has already won. Archangel Michael says, the reason you feel this gentle pull in your spirit is because heaven is finishing the last thread of your miracle's formation. It's not coming someday, it's crossing into your life right now. Breathe slowly, let this truth settle in your chest. The universe isn't preparing to bless you, it has already begun releasing everything that was held back. You might notice little things changing, your thoughts feeling clearer, your heart beating calmer, your intuition getting louder. These aren't coincidences, they're spiritual indicators that the flow around your name has been cleared of every block, every shadow, every delay that once tried to cage your destiny. Archangel Michael stands beside you, his presence steady like a golden pillar of protection. He whispers, you have stepped into divine timing, what was once stuck will now move, what once felt distant is already on its way. He reminds you that the universe does not forget the resilient, it does not ignore the quiet warriors who held their own hearts together when life felt unkind. Heaven has kept every moment of your endurance recorded, and now those moments are turning into blessings measured in abundance, clarity, and peace. Stay here, don't let your attention drift. The next lines are meant to stabilize your spirit like an anchor of divine reassurance. Your name is echoing in rooms you have not entered, hearts you have not met, opportunities you haven't imagined. Someone has been spiritually nudged to think of you, to reach out, to realign something in your favor. You'll soon see how one small message, or one unexpected conversation can unlock doors that stayed closed for years. You are entering the phase where effort transforms into ease, where what once felt uphill becomes a gentle, unstoppable flow. The universe is not asking you to struggle anymore, it's asking you to receive. That's why everything feels lighter, like your soul finally learned how to breathe without fear. Archangel Michael says, your spirit has reached maturity, it's ready to hold the blessings it once could only dream of. Don't skip this part, right now heaven is not testing you, it is rewarding you. Every silent prayer that rose from your pain has been returned as divine instruction written over your future. You may feel tingles on your skin, or a warmth spreading through your chest. That is the frequency of your destiny adjusting to match your new reality. It's heaven saying, "You're ready now." Archangel Michael is smiling, truly smiling, because he sees how beautifully your story unfolds from this moment forward. He saw your future shining like gold poured across a path that was once filled with obstacles. He saw your laughter returning, genuine and unburdened. He saw you meeting the right people, people who don't drain you, but elevate you. People who walk beside you instead of walking away. He saw opportunities opening effortlessly, as if creation itself is clearing the way for you to step through. My beloved child, the universe is rewriting your narrative in real time. The parts of your story that once felt painful are becoming the very foundation of your strength. What tried to break you has bowed down before the version of you that refused to fall. You're rising in a way that even angels find breathtaking. Stay till the end. An invisible shift has already passed through your energy field. You might notice your desires becoming clearer, your emotions stabilizing, or your dreams becoming more vivid. These are signs that heaven is syncing your inner world with the blessings entering your outer world. The spiritual and physical are aligning like two halves of a door finally locking into place. Archangel Michael says, "You're not stepping into your miracle is stepping into you." Feel that, let it settle, let it become your new truth. Because the days ahead will not carry the heaviness of your past, they will carry sweetness, restoration, and divine alignment. You are entering a chapter with no repeats, no setbacks, no cycles of old pain. This is the breakthrough chapter, the one heaven protected with precision. Heaven cried when your destiny came into view, because the glow around your future was too bright to contain. You're stepping into a life where peace becomes consistent, love becomes steady, and abundance becomes natural. You will feel guided, supported, and seen in ways you never have before. So stay, my beloved child, just a moment longer. Feel yourself crossing the line between who you were, and who you were always meant to become. Archangel Michael whispers softly, "It's done, walk forward, the light is yours now, and it will not fade." The moment you're standing in right now is not ordinary, my beloved child. It's the quiet shift where heaven leans closer, and your spirit finally realizes, "Oh, this is what all those storms were shaping me for." You're not just listening, you're awakening. There's a reason the air around you feels different, lighter, almost like something invisible is gently settling into place. That's because heaven is still working on you, even in this very breath. Archangel Michael says, your timeline has aligned with divine momentum. Nothing is late, nothing is missing, everything is arriving exactly when your spirit is finally ready to hold it. Heaven didn't rush you, it refined you. All those pauses you hated, those were sacred. Every delay was polishing you, sharpening you, preparing your heart so the blessings wouldn't break you when they showed up. And now, as the atmosphere begins to glow around your destiny, you're stepping into a life where struggle no longer defines you, strength does. The doors opening for you now are not random, they are precise, carved with your name in light. Archangel Michael says, I walked ahead of you, clearing paths you didn't even know were blocked. And listen closely, because the shift you're feeling is not subtle. It's a spiritual earthquake, but gentle, like the ground is rearranging itself to support your next steps. Opportunities that once ignored you will now look for you. People who never understood you will finally see your worth without you explaining a thing. You'll begin to notice moments that feel strangely familiar, as if heaven wrote them long ago just for you to experience now. That's because every second is now dripping with purpose. Archangel Michael says, your destiny is not knocking, it's entering. He says the blessings lined up for you aren't coming one by one, they're arriving like a flood that's been held back for years, waiting for the exact spiritual temperature to release. And now that moment is here, you'll feel it in conversations that shift your perspective, in sudden peace that settles on your shoulders like a warm cloak, in unexpected yes that appear where you once heard no's. This is the season where heaven becomes undeniable. Stay with me, my beloved child, don't look away. The angels are still speaking, they're arranging encounters that will elevate you, aligning hearts that resonate with yours, guiding opportunities that fit not your old self but your transformed one. You're stepping into a chapter where your name carries weight in the unseen. Archangel Michael says, you've become the light that darkness can no longer approach. And here's the part most people miss, you didn't just survive your journey, you outgrew it. Every broken moment turned you into someone more resilient, more intuitive, more aligned with your divine blueprint. This is why peace feels different now, it's not fragile, it's rooted, it's yours. You'll notice that your spirit no longer reacts the way it used to, things that once triggered you now pass through you like wine through an open window. That's spiritual maturity, the sign that heaven has officially rewritten your frequency. The universe is responding to you differently too, your energy is no longer calling in lessons, it's calling in rewards. Your days ahead will carry a strangeness to them, situations aligning too perfectly, encounters that feel like destiny, tapping your shoulder. This is heaven's fingerprint, Archangel Michael says, I have encircled your path with divine strategy. You are entering a reality where clarity rises before confusion even has a chance to speak. Where abundance doesn't trickle, it flows. Where connections don't drain, they nourish. Where your spirit finally breathes without fear of losing everything again, because nothing that's meant for you will slip away now, heaven has anchored it. So stand still for a moment, feel this warmth in your chest. That's alignment, that's destiny, that's spiritual inheritance activated. The old cycle has dissolved behind you like mist, what awaits you now is expansion, quiet, powerful, undeniable. Archangel Michael says, your miracle is not approaching, it has already arrived. Your spirit knows this, that's why everything inside you feels strangely calm, even if your mind can't explain it. You are stepping into the realm of divine ease, the version of you that fought through storms is finally allowed to rest. The version of you that doubted is slowly dissolving, and the version of you that heaven has always seen is finally emerging. Stay till the end, my beloved child, because the next breath you take will echo in realms that have been preparing your victory, long before you ever imagined it.